Blessed my people, welcome back, you see me? So peeps, today we're gonna talk about a famous drummer from Jamaica. This individual used to be the drummer for Bob Marley and the Whailers. You get to my people, yeah man. And the name of this individual is Carlton Barrett. You know, Carlton Barrett did some prolific recordings with Bob Marley and the Whailers, you understand people? And he has also been credited as the one who popularized the one drop beat, you understand people? So we're gonna look a bit into his life, you know what I mean, his career in music, as also we're gonna talk about his untimely and unfortunate death. Yes people, we're gonna talk about how he was murdered. So Barrett was born on the 17th of December in the year 1950 in Kingston, Jamaica. He's the son of Wilfred and Violet Barrett. As a young man growing up in Kingston, Jamaica, Barrett always had a love for music. He used to always be playing the desk when he was going to school, as also when he's in his community, he would go around and knock all type of things around, you know what I mean, trying to make rhythm and using his mouth to make a certain sound, you understand people? So he's this type of young man who always knew that he wanted a career out of music, you understand people? He was not an artist, but you know what I mean, he knew that he had something to contribute. He knew that he had a positive role to play in the entertainment sector of Jamaica from a very young age. And as such, as he became a teenager, you know, Barrett built his first drum set out of empty paint cans. You know, paint cans, you know what I mean, them empty, he turn them upside down and he knock the bottom. So it's like him put 3 or 4 of them together and him knock them and him try to get into a beat, you know, get into a rhythm. And it give him a nice sound too. You understand people? So yes, he made his first drum set out of empty paint can. Barrett also had other associates that were just as interested in the music as himself. You know people, individuals like Sly Dunbar, Leroy Arsmouth Wallace, Style Scott and Leroy Santa Davis. As also, Barrett's main inspiration was from Lloyd Knibb of the Scatterlights. Lloyd Knibb as a person who Carlton Barrett look up to as a veteran in the entertainment sector, always had positive words of advice to give to younger youths coming up, you understand people? And as such, Barrett had Knibb as his main influence and motivation. Barrett also had a brother by the name Aston Barrett, aka Family Man, who was also into entertainment. You understand people? And in the 1960s, they started to perform together, going around and being backup for different singing groups. They performed under the names The Soulmate, The Rhythm Force, and eventually changed their name to The Happy Boys. A lineup that featured Max Romeo on vocals, Leroy Brown, Dylan Stewart, Glenn Adams, and Alva Lewis. In 1969, the brothers joined the Whailers, and you know people, later on the name was changed from the Whailers to Bob Marley and the Whailers, but the brothers remained loyal to Bob Marley and that musical group, and that gave the brothers much needed recognition, you understand people? However, Carlton Barrett always stand out as that individual who always have something special to bring to the table, you know what I mean? Whenever they are out and they are working, you know, Carlton Barrett always do something that cause people to look at him and say, wow, this guy is special. You get to say people. And you know, whenever you stand out like that and the leader of the group, especially like in the case of Bob Marley, starts to look at you as the person who, yes, this man has real talent, you know what I mean? And he's one of the main driving force of this band. You know that this thing will cause a thing named envy to come in the camp. You understand people? Once a team of personal work and you will get big up all the while as the big man, you know what I mean? Them man a play drum, them man a thing turn up, them man a thing exceptionally well. Them thing they cause envy. You get me as a people. But however, that never fears Carlton Barrett. You understand people? Him continue to perform and him continue to perform well. And it was through him and his experimental ways why he popularized the one drop beat, you understand people, because he used to always try to do some different things, you know. And him realize that once him touch the one drop thing, people start to gravitate, you know what I mean? And the artists them feel a energy based off of that too. You get me as a people, because you know, once you're a musician, you have to be a person who know how to play music in a way that you can get to the heart of people. You have to be able to play the music that the artist can feel every beat of the drum. If it's a guitar you play, the artist can feel every string. You understand, people? If it's a whatever you're doing in music, it's supposed to have feeling. It's not supposed to be dry and dead. It's supposed to have feeling, because that is where good quality music is. And it is because of the talent of these young men, and I mean Barrett and the others, that caused Bob Marley and the Wailers to be so successful, because prolifically they recorded a lot of music. Because remember, you know, people, back in those days, you know, it is not like now when a man just go in at him studio and him use him computer and him knock this, him knock drum, everything. You understand, people? Back in those days, man used to go in at the studio as musician, and the drum man play the drum line, you know, the guitar man play the guitar line, the piano man, people, everybody used to actually play them part. And back then the music used to sound better, the music used to sound more powerful. So them days when you go a dance hall or a party or whatever it is, and the music I play, you can feel the music, you understand, people? It was nothing artificial like no, you know, so most of it is just artificial sounds basically, you see me, and that kind of kill out the culture, to you understand, people. A very few producers now you have will go in a studio and knock over them drum line, play over them piano line, you understand, people. Most of the man them just a hustle and a take shortcut in the business nowadays, because most of the music producers nowadays are just focusing on quantity and not the quality. Remember, you know, the quality are gonna live forever, you get me? See Bob Marley music, them a live there. Dennis Brown, look on Toots and the Metals, look on Millie Small, you know what I mean? Look at Prince Buster. All of them artists there, their music still a carry on, people. And it is because of how it was recorded. And back then, technology was not so much where people could tweet this and tweet that, you know what I mean? Those guys had to work very, very hard to get to where they are now. And the sad thing about it is, they were all envied, people never liked them, and them never make the money where them supposed to make. You understand, people? Most of those entertainers were robbed of the true value of their talent. You get the message, people? But their legacy live on, and that is what is really important. But nowadays, all the entertainers, the producers, make a lot of money and they do less work. You get the message, people? So imagine if they were putting in that level of work that the founders put in, how far the genre would be today. Separate and apart from recording with Bob Marley and the Wailers, you know, Barrett continued to record for many of Jamaica's most well-known artists and is featured on solo albums by Bunny Wailer, Black Art Man, and Peter Touch, Legalize It and Equal Rights, as well as many others, people. You see me? So Carlton Barrett was very talented, and if he was not very talented, you know, Peter Touch wouldn't want him on his album, and you know, Bunny Wailer would not use him on his album. You understand, people? And it's because of the real love that these individuals have for the music. So people, now we're gonna talk about the spooky manner in which Carlton Barrett was brutally and heartlessly murdered on the 17th of April 1987. You understand, people? Carlton Barrett was heading home after conducting some business, people, when he was laid close to his gate by a gunman, most likely a hitman, who shot him several times, you know what I mean, people, leaving him for dead on the spot. The gunman made good his escape on foot. You get to me, I say, people, yeah. So Carlton Barrett, a very talented entertainer, lost his life to gun violence, you understand, people. And in my opinion, this was as a result of envious people carrying out envious acts. As we said, people, Carlton Barrett was a very talented individual, and he was making headways for himself, people. He was very successful in what he was doing, and he was getting a lot of credit and respect from the entertainers that were really relevant. A lot of persons believe that the only way that they can be the main person, or they can get to the top, or they can be talked about, is to get rid of the person that is already there. And people, that should not be so, because the cake is big and a slice is there for everyone who want it. You understand, people? All you got to do is work, and put in more work. You cannot just sit down and be envious of people and set them up and take them life like that, people. You get what I say? Regardless of who is the person who set him up, whether they are a man or a woman, it stems from being envious. You understand? And corrupt. Because most of the time, when people die in this manner, it is persons that are close to them. People who them broke bread with. People who you will take your last dollar and give to. That is the person who will cut you down. And people, that is why a lot of persons don't reach anywhere in life, Because some of the time, the same person who them kill, that is the person who was supposed to take them across the bridge of success in life. But them kill them chance. You understand, people? Them get rid of the person that was that was supposed to be the key element in them being successful in life. You see what I say, people? Because of envious and corrupted ways. Some people will kill you because of what they are achieving. Some people will kill you just because of how you are living. That is the type of world we are in. You understand me, people? However, people, I can bet that in this case, you could not guess who the actual person who set up Carlton Barrett to lose his life is. So as a people, it is the last person one would really expect to carry out such a heinous act against a person that one claim to care about. You understand, people? Yeah, man. And the individual who set up Carlton Barrett to lose his life is none other than his own wife, Albertine Barrett. You understand, people? Yeah, man. The man's own wife set him up to lose his life, people. And it is a very sad situation. And I can tell you this, people. Them things don't stop happening. Just believe me. Woman still set up their husband to lose his life. Just believe me. Woman can be very dangerous, people. Worse when them start to hate you and you don't know. Them get envious of you and you don't know. And it's like you have the snake live with. It's like the snake in your house. So people, after Carlton Barrett was murdered on October 18, 1991, his widow, Albertine Barrett, was arrested and charged for conspiracy to murdering her own husband. She was actually convicted for conspiracy to murder. You understand, people? And sentenced along with her taxi driver, Glenroy Carter, who is 39 years old and was also her lover. You get me, I say, people? So obviously, she fall out of love with Carlton and fall in a love with the taxi man, Glenroy. You see it, people, and them plan up and decide, say, they're gonna kill Carlton and them are gonna take him up because you don't know, say, he married to her. You get me, I say, people? So I just saw human beings stay and you have to be careful. You see me? As also another man, Junior Neal, otherwise known as Bang, who the prosecution said was the actual shooter, was also sentenced for murder. Just looking into this whole situation put you in a one dark place. You get the message, people? Just to know that the person who you should be able to trust is the one person you should not have trust. However, we cannot go around or ignore the fact that this individual, Carlton Barrett, was a very talented drummer from Jamaica, was paved the way for other drummers in today's day. So we have to salute a legend. But anyways, people, that is my bit on this situation. You understand? You can leave your opinion in the comment section. As also, you can like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Peace.